Kia ora. Welcome to Advanced Financial Accounting, Semester 2. Right, so Moodle's a go-to. You'll find on there each week I'll add a new icon for each week. So far you can see the course outline, assessments, and week 1. Course outline, most of you got a hard copy, but here you go, it's online as well. Gives an overview of the course, what reading material they are, what legislation is most relevant, the accounting standards on their website, XRB, External Reporting Board. Okay, the learning outcomes, my contact details in Rotorua and Mokoia. The class is on Monday, 9 till 12. Note that's a change, it was in the afternoon, but we've flipped it on its head. So in Mokoia, if you're doing advanced financial and advanced management accounting, you've got me 2 sessions in a row. Okay, advanced financial accounting is in Windermere and on Thursdays 9 till 12. Right, so they're 3-hour sessions. Okay, we'll talk about the blended part about it in a second. Okay, any announcements I'll make via Moodle in general. Okay, you've got hard copy, but here's the soft copy course outline as a bit of a reference. Okay, again, contact details are here. Myself, also the academic lead for our department, and the associate dean for our faculty is Jack. The academic lead is Liesl. Okay, a little bit of a blurb from me. Here's your assessments, so there's no excuse for missing these. Okay, so 2 in-class tests with 25% combined, 10 and 15%. We'll cover over what's in those briefly. Okay, the assignment, which is due on the 10th of October, and the final exam is half. Okay, so there's the weighting. Okay, penalties for getting your assignment in for 5% penalty each day it's late. Extensions only granted in extenuating circumstances. Okay, so not just because you haven't had enough time, or you're not planned, or you're not organised. Planning, organised, all those are skills that really you want to have to take to an employer or be in your own business. Okay, so that's critical. Get them in on time. Okay, then we have the calendar. Okay, which gives you a week-by-week blow of what topics are going to be covered, what chapters you should read in the book of the text, and then when we get out of the theory side, because the first 3 topics are quite theory-based, or whereas after that it becomes quite practical. When it gets practical, there's actually accounting standards to support, e.g. income tax, assets, liabilities, foreign currency, those sorts of things. Okay, so there's your readings, there's your topics, and then there's the week that the exams are. The orange blocks, okay, is when we do it online. Okay, so we will meet online, MS Teams, same time, okay, just online. Right, so it's the same time of the week, just online, and it'll be via MS Teams. You can still go on campus and go online and do it there, right? Okay, I have kept the test in the same week 5, which would typically be online, but we will have an in-class test on that week 5, right? It just didn't sort of make sense to move that test, otherwise it'd be further away from when you learnt the material, and also, or too close to when we'd learnt the material, right? Okay, so so that's how that's gone. 2-week break, fantastic. After that, you've got your assignment due in. If you don't want to work on your assignment during the break, get it done beforehand. Okay, I don't want people coming to me for extensions, right? You've got plenty of time to do that assignment. Okay, we want them all in so they can be all marked at the same time and handed out to you, right? Final exam will be in the first week of November. There's a second week for exams, but that's typically just so people can resit an exam or sit an exam if for some reason they were ill or something like that. Okay, so that's a backup for us. Meanwhile, we want to be marking so we get your results back to you as soon as we can. All right. Learning resources, we've talked about the book, Deegan and Samkin. There's the accounting standards, which are on the website. There's the ACCY, which are also found on the internet. You've also gone over this material before in the previous financial accounting paper. Websites, learning outcomes linked to the topics. Okay, There's the broad topics at the top, okay, accounting theories, financial reporting, foreign currency transactions, advanced financial statements, which are pretty much consolidated financial statements and accounting for non-controlling interests, etc. Right? Those are broad topics. They're broken down into these subtopics, right? Which there's 16 of. Just so you've got your head around, hey, what are we working on currently? What have we already covered, and what will I be working on, right? Okay. That's just the course, some detail about the course again. Embrace the learning support that you have on campus. There's learning support people and engagement support as well. So there's people to help you with the skills, and there's also people to help you with things like time management, budgeting, any health or stress issues and things like that, right? Student link, funding, those sorts of things. Use this resource, okay? Right, so hey, you can come to me, but we've got these people we can lean on, right? So for report writing skills and things like that, go to these learning support facilitators, right? Get them to help you with your work, all right? So that's the course outline. Assessments, again, it's got its own tab. Again, you've seen this a couple of times now. When these assessments are due, what learning outcomes they're testing on, what their weighting is, the date. Okay, right. If you're in Tauranga, check that the course outline you've got hard copy has got the 20th of August and the 10th of September. Just make sure it's there, because initially I thought we were doing it on a Wednesday, so it had the 19th and the 9th. Okay, so just make sure that you've got these dates right. Okay. There's a little bit more detail on this one about what's actually going to be in the test, all right, and the structure of the test, and the structure of the assignments, and the structure of the final exam. All right, so they're quite good to go through. We've got drop boxes here, so that's where you'll find the assignment, and that's where you'll hand in the assignment. This is where I will also drop the marked tests with their marking schedules. So the way I'll do it is, and also when I've marked the assignment, I'll upload it into that there again with the marking schedule as well. So these will be the places where you can go and find your marked scripts and assessments, okay, once they're completed. Okay, and then this is the layout. Each week will have a similar layout, if not identical. The topic, readings, what you need to read, what's going to be presented in class, or the lesson presentation. It will include also like a video like this, so I'll chuck this in here because this is in this week. And then there's the content, right? The PowerPoint presentations come via the text, so the authors of the text also, or the publishers of the text at least, also gave PowerPoint presentations, which we seem to have as a resource. So they are pretty weighty. We don't want to labour them too much in class, but they're a really good summary of each chapter of the book. Okay, key points and a summary at the end. Okay, so it's probably a more concise version of what's in the chapter. I wouldn't say it replaces reading the chapters, but it's a good thing to go back and refresh yourself with a click through, right? You can download those PowerPoint presentations yourself and edit and whatever you want to do to them to make them into a bit of a learning tool for yourself. Okay, so just bearing in mind that the first test is topic 1, 2 and 3. So after week 2 we've covered what's going to be in the first test, right? So you can be consolidating that learning in preparation for the first test. Okay, so the learning materials are going to be there, even a video of Craig Deegan himself. He started some videos about the chapters of each book. They are videos on the Australian version, which he made a new edition at the end of December. But this one here is pretty good about the conceptual framework. Really good summary. They're only small. You should watch those along with doing the readings. Okay. Then self-evaluation quizzes. These you should do. Because they are an indication to you of what the tests will likely be like in a similar structure. Okay, some multi-choice, some true and false, and some short answer type questioning. Okay, I thought I'd drop a thing at the bottom there, just anything that I can think of that that is motivational about becoming more organised and thorough in the way we learn, okay, and just, you know, establish that sort of lifelong learning sort of habits and attitude. Right, so that's pretty much the introduction, okay, to the course, and I'll be posting this up on Moodle. All right, so thanks for listening.